So, what's the difference between fast start or quick start and a normal start on Windows 10 or any of your Windows PCs? Let's find out. All right, first I'd like to start off by taking this opportunity to apologize for not having a video up last week. I had basically started building a new computer for my streaming and everything like that. So unfortunately, I couldn't get the programs to quite work right, and by the time I actually did get them working right, it was already Thursday, Friday. So I'm like, well, okay, I'm sorry. I'll have to skip a week. With that being said, now we're talking about quick start and normal start for a PC. And we're going to get into some details on what exactly the difference is and whether or not it might be good for your computer or not. All right, so originally these were the three different ways to turn off your PC. There's a shutdown, there's a sleep, and then there was a hibernation. Typically, your shutdown would shut everything down, and when you turned it back on, it would go through the boot process. All right. Now, sleep. Sleep uses very little power. Your PC starts up faster and you're instantly back to where you left off. You don't have to worry about loss of work or anything like that. All right. Then we come down to here. And they say hibernation was originally intended for laptops, where it used very little power to keep it in a state of hibernation. And if you weren't planning on using your laptop for any extended period of time, and you wouldn't have the ability to charge it. Now, these here are the steps that they say to go through to activate each one of those. And it's only available on PCs and laptops that can support it. All right, so the question that's been asked on this page, what exactly is fast start? And normally when you turn off your computer, everything gets wiped from memory. The kernel, the drives, the applications, everything gets cleaned out, erased from memory so that when you start it up, everything gets booted up fresh and, it starts as normal. Now, quick start is a kind of state between on and off, technically, where it takes a picture of the kernel and says, okay, all of this stuff here is going to stay on standby. So when they hit that power button, it'll turn back on. We'll be right back where we left off, and no fuss, no muss. Now, mind you, all of these articles that I'm showing you, I will be linking down in the description below. So if you care to read, here we go. All right, so now we're distinguishing fast startup from waking from hibernation. Okay, what they call a cold start is your traditional startup without any hibernation or fast start options applied. Then there's waking from hibernation, and then fast, the combination of two, introduced in Windows 8 as an option that you could choose to turn on and off. You can still turn it on and off in Windows 10, but it comes as a standard option and it is automatically turned on. You'd have to go turn it off. During a cold startup, the bootloader constructs a kernel memory image by loading the sections of the Windows kernel into memory, linking them. Next, the kernel configures the core systems like your mouse, your keyboard, your video cards, everything like that. And again, if you want to read the articles, I will have them linked below. All right. According to other articles that I was reading, Fast Start was originally designed and intended for the use of your standard hard drive or HDD hard drives so that they could start up faster. Most people, depending on your age, remember the time where before fast startup where it took forever for your computer to load up and get up and running. And now, with the inventions of your solid state drives, it's not necessarily needed to start your computer faster because your solid state drives, it happens fast. There are pros and there are cons of using it. I personally think that it's a bad idea. I strongly recommend disabling your fast startup because it keeps your computer in a constant on and off state where these are all the options that you're going to have already checked. Maybe the hibernation might not be checked. Click this button, turn off fast start. I personally recommend turning it off, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. Now, I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to get rid of this. Those are just two options in your start menu that pop up. Yeah, let's hit cancel. Come over here. Sleep, hibernation, shutdown, restart. So now if we disable those, come on. I don't want fast startup, I don't want sleep, and I don't want hibernation. Save these changes, come back over here, check our start menu. Look, shut down and restart. Now, there is a workaround to the fast startup because sometimes it brings up issues like with fast startups, some of your Windows updates don't always get applied. So some of your Windows updates don't always get applied during the fast startup, which means you gotta reboot your computer, which can be a pain in the butt if you're constantly rebooting. Now, disabling fast startup, again, when it shuts down, it wipes everything from memory, so it's starting from new. So it's reloading everything fresh so that it does not, anything that was causing a problem, more than likely is going to get refreshed, and all the settings that have been changed are going to get started up. Now, if a file is corrupt or something like that, that opens the door to new problems, which if you want, leave a comment below. If you're having problems, let me know. I'll go through and I'll tell you how to fix them. All right, hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to keep up to date with all of my new videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications. Till then, have a great day.